Have you ever felt like you're giving too much of yourself in relationships, only to end up feeling powerless? What if I told you that gaining power over any man doesn't require manipulation or games, just the timeless wisdom of stoicism? Sounds intriguing, right? Well, today I'm sharing 5 genius tactics to help you take control of your life and relationships like the Sigma Queen you are. Let's dive in. Tactic number 1, master your emotions. First things first, stop letting your emotions control you. A Sigma female operates from a place of power, and that power comes from emotional discipline. Stoicism teaches us one of the most valuable lessons in life. You cannot control other people, but you can always control yourself. Think about it. How many times have you reacted out of frustration, only to regret it later? Maybe a man ignored your message, played mind games, or tried to make you jealous. The average person would get upset, overthink, or even lash out. But a true Sigma female, she doesn't take the bait. Instead, she remains calm, composed, and completely unshaken. Why? Because she understands that emotional control is the foundation of true power. Let's be clear, this isn't about suppressing your emotions or becoming cold. It's about learning to respond, not react. Emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. When you stay in control of your energy, you prevent others from having power over you. A man who can easily provoke you owns you. But a woman who can maintain her inner peace, no matter what, she's untouchable. How to cultivate emotional mastery? Pause before reacting. Whenever you feel triggered, whether by words, actions, or even silence, take a deep breath and pause. Don't let temporary emotions dictate your response. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this matter a week from now? More often than not, the answer is no. Detach from external validation. A Sigma female doesn't need constant reassurance from a man to feel valuable. If he's pulling away, acting distant, or testing your patience, you don't chase. Instead, you shift your focus back to yourself. When you master your emotions, you signal to the world that your self-worth isn't tied to how anyone treats you. And guess what? That level of emotional independence is magnetic. Use silence as a strategy. Sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. If someone is trying to provoke a reaction from you, whether it's through criticism, disrespect, or manipulation, the best thing you can do is stay silent and let your actions speak louder than words. This kind of restraint commands respect and sets a standard that you won't tolerate nonsense. Adopt the Stoic mindset. Remind yourself daily, I control my emotions. No one else does. When you feel emotions rising, ground yourself with logic and self-awareness. Journaling, deep breathing, or even repeating a simple mantra like, I remain in control, can keep you centered. At the end of the day, a Sigma female doesn't just survive emotional challenges, she masters them. And when you master your emotions, you master your life. Tactic number 2, know your worth. Here's a hard truth, if you don't value yourself, no one else will. Confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you cultivate. A Sigma female doesn't wait for others to validate her. She defines her own worth and stands firmly in it. Stoicism teaches us that true value doesn't come from external things, relationships, attention, or status, but from who you are at your core. Your strength, wisdom, resilience, and self-respect are what make you powerful. And when you start seeing yourself as the prize, the game changes completely. Why knowing your worth gives you power. Think about it. When a woman doesn't recognize her worth, she's easily manipulated. She tolerates disrespect, overinvests in people who don't deserve her, and accepts breadcrumbs because she's afraid of losing someone. But a Sigma female? She moves differently. She doesn't tolerate half-hearted effort. She doesn't beg for love, attention, or commitment, and she definitely doesn't settle. Why? Because she knows she brings value to the table. She doesn't need to prove it. She simply is it. And here's the best part. When you truly embody this mindset, men sense it. They can feel when a woman carries herself like she's valuable. It makes them respect you, chase you, and level up just to keep up with you. How to cultivate unshakable self-worth. Stop seeking approval. A Sigma female doesn't need validation to feel good about herself. She's secure in who she is, whether she's getting attention or not. Stop worrying about who likes you, who texts back, or who's impressed by you. The only approval that matters is your own. Identify what makes you extraordinary. Take a moment to list your strengths. What are your best qualities? What makes you unique? Write them down, say them out loud, and own them. The more you reinforce your value to yourself, the more naturally you'll exude confidence. Set high standards, and keep them. Knowing your worth means not settling for anything less than you deserve. That includes relationships, friendships, and opportunities. If someone isn't meeting your standards, you don't complain, beg, or lower them. You simply walk away. Your boundaries are non-negotiable. Embody the energy of a high-value woman. A woman who knows her worth radiates a different kind of energy. She's not desperate. She's not chasing. She's focused on her purpose, her happiness, and her growth. And when a man sees that you're thriving with or without him, he'll either step up or step aside. At the end of the day, a Sigma female doesn't just know her worth, she lives it. And that's exactly why she always holds the power. Tactic number 3. Practice detachment. This one's a game changer. A Sigma female doesn't cling, beg, or try to force things. She understands that attachment leads to suffering, and instead, she moves through life with effortless detachment. Stoicism teaches us to love without clinging, to enjoy experiences and relationships without being owned by them. This doesn't mean you don't care. It means you refuse to let your happiness depend on external factors, especially on the actions of a man. Why detachment puts you in control? The moment you become emotionally attached to someone's approval, attention, or validation, you give away your power. You start over-analyzing texts, worrying about where you stand, and tolerating behavior you wouldn't normally accept, all because you fear losing them. But when you master detachment, you shift the dynamic. You're no longer at someone else's mercy. You don't react to hot and cold behavior. You don't waste time overthinking. You simply observe, adapt, and move accordingly, without emotional turmoil. A Sigma female doesn't stay where she isn't respected. If a man isn't treating her right, she detaches and keeps moving forward, and that's exactly why she's so powerful. How to cultivate detachment, like a Sigma female. Embrace an abundance mindset. Attachment often comes from scarcity thinking, the belief that if you lose someone, you won't find another connection like it. But the truth, there will always be more opportunities, more relationships, and more experiences. A Sigma female doesn't cling to one person because she knows there's always another door waiting to open. Let actions speak louder than words. Detach yourself from empty promises, mixed signals, and words that don't match actions. If a man says he cares but doesn't show it, you don't argue or beg for clarity. You observe, you recognize the pattern, and you adjust, which often means walking away. Prioritize your mission over any relationship. A Sigma female doesn't make a man the center of her universe. She has goals, passions, and a purpose that drive her. The more you focus on building your own empire, whether it's your career, health, or personal growth, the less you'll feel the need to attach your happiness to someone else. Stay in the present moment. Most attachment comes from obsessing over the future. Will he stay? Does he really like me? What if I lose him? Instead, practice staying present. Enjoy what's happening now without worrying about what comes next. If something is meant for you, it will flow naturally. If not, forcing it will only push it away. A Sigma female knows that detachment is freedom, and when you master this, you become truly unstoppable. Tactic number 4. Communicate with purpose. Words are powerful, but only if you use them wisely. A Sigma female never speaks just to fill silence, nor does she engage in pointless arguments or emotional outbursts. Instead, she communicates with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Stoicism teaches us the importance of intentional speech, to say only what is necessary and valuable. Every word you speak should either set a boundary, express a truth, or command respect. Anything else? A waste of energy. When you learn to communicate like a Sigma female, people take you seriously. You won't have to repeat yourself. You won't have to explain your worth. And you definitely won't have to beg for anyone's attention. Why purposeful communication gives you power. Many people speak reactively. They let emotions drive their words. They overshare, argue when provoked, or seek validation through constant talking. But a Sigma female knows that silence is often more powerful than words. When you communicate with precision, you set clear boundaries without explanation or apology. Avoid unnecessary drama and emotional entanglements. Keep your power by making others listen rather than react. A Sigma female speaks with purpose, which means she never needs to shout to be heard. How to communicate. Like a Sigma female, say what you mean, then stop talking. Many women over-explain themselves, fearing they'll come across as rude or unlikable. But over-explaining weakens your position. Instead, say what you need to say clearly and concisely, then stop. For example, I don't think I can make it because I have a lot to do, and I really need some rest. I hope you understand. I won't be able to make it. No long explanation needed. Your decisions don't require justification. Speak in a calm, controlled tone. A Sigma female never raises her voice to prove a point. When you stay calm, people take you more seriously. If someone tries to provoke you, don't engage emotionally. Respond with logic and clarity. Nothing frustrates an emotional person more than someone who refuses to react. Use silence as a tool. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all. If a man is acting distant or disrespectful, you don't beg for attention or argue. You simply withdraw your energy. Silence forces people to reflect on their actions. If they respect you, they'll adjust accordingly. Set boundaries with confidence. A Sigma female never begs for respect. She demands it through her actions. If someone crosses a line, address it once with firmness. I don't tolerate disrespect. If it happens again, I'm gone. No emotional pleading, no repeated warnings, just a clear boundary. The way you communicate shapes how others treat you. And when you speak like a Sigma female, with confidence and purpose, you'll always be in control. Tactic number 5. Focus on your mission. The ultimate power move? Make your mission the center of your life, not a man. A Sigma female doesn't sit around waiting for love, attention, or validation. She is too busy building, growing, and evolving. And when a woman is focused on her mission, she becomes unstoppable. Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment doesn't come from external sources. It comes from purpose. When you dedicate yourself to something greater than fleeting relationships or temporary emotions, you elevate yourself above the distractions that hold most people back. Why prioritizing your mission puts you in control? Here's the truth. When a man knows he isn't the center of your world, he respects you more. Why? Because confidence, independence, and ambition are magnetic. Nothing is more attractive than a woman who is driven, who has goals, passions, and a vision for her life. But when you revolve your world around a relationship, you lose that edge. You become too available, too emotionally invested in things outside of your control. And that's when power shifts out of your hands. A Sigma female keeps her mission first. Her career, her personal growth, her health, her dreams, those are her priorities. Any relationship is simply an addition to her life, never the main focus. How to build an unstoppable mission-first mindset. Get crystal clear on your goals. What do you really want in life? Where do you want to be in a year? 5 years? Instead of obsessing over a man's actions, shift that energy into defining and working toward your goals. Write them down. Make a plan. Take action every single day. When you have direction, distractions lose their power over you. Create a daily routine that puts you first. Your daily habits determine your future. Structure your life around things that elevate you, whether it's fitness, learning, building a business, or perfecting a skill. When your routine is filled with activities that fuel your growth, you won't have time to sit around analyzing texts or chasing validation. Stay busy and unbothered. A Sigma female never waits around for anyone. If a man wants to be in your life, he needs to add to it, not take away from it. Instead of waiting for his attention, pour your energy into your own projects. When you're genuinely engaged in your own mission, you naturally exude confidence and independence. Let him see that he's part of your journey, not the destination. A Sigma female never makes a man feel like he's the prize. She lets him know, subtly and powerfully, that her life is amazing with or without him. And that's exactly why he'll fight to be part of it. At the end of the day, your mission is your true source of power. Stay focused, stay driven, and watch as everything, including the right people, falls into place. So there you have it. 5 genius tactics to gain power over any man the Stoic way. Remember, true power doesn't come from controlling others. It comes from mastering yourself. Start applying these principles today and watch how your life transforms. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and keep owning your power. You've got this, Queen.